We begin with the yearly averages, the performance on the core subjects. When you add it all up together for the 4 subjects, the average is what you see here. 2006, I know you need me to be seen, otherwise I'll stand up. 2006, the average was 38.73. 2007, 37.9. And then you see the yellow bars. The yellow bars was as a result of President Kufuor's 4-year high school intervention. So there were 3 years where graduates from the 4-year intervention came out. And the first one was 2011. The second was 2012. And the third one was 2013. And that ended the 4-year. Then the 3-year began again in 2014. The average then was 39.66. So the average dropped from the 4-year high of 64.68 to a low of 39.66 in 2014. That is when another batch of 3 years graduates began. Then it went up a bit to 38.97. And that is the record. That is the fact. That is the data from the West Africa Examination Council. Then free senior high school started. You begin to see an increase from 2018, 2019, even though free senior high school was not fully implemented and the interventions were being implemented, even though there were students in the schools who were writing their WASSCE who were not part of the free senior high school, were still doing the after-school interventions, were still giving them textbooks. A number of things were happening at the time. So they got a dose of the free senior high school interventions. And you could see what was happening in terms of the test scores. Then you move up, and I take you on a journey to 2023, where the average is 69.73. This is the evidence of what Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has been able to do for the good people of Ghana. That our test scores have improved and our WASSCE test scores have improved. And by the way, if anybody tells you there's no WASSCE, ask West African Examination Council. You are the media people. I don't have to tell you. You call WAEC and ask them, is Ghana still part of WASSCE? Of course, Ghana is still part of WASSCE. And a year ago, 2 of the top 3 students on the WASSCE, which is for the whole West Africa, were Ghanaian students from St. James Senior High School in Sunyani. If we are not part of the WASSCE, how did we get 2 of our students topping the WASSCE? So the evidence is abundantly clear that Ghana is part of WASSCE. And this is in direct response to what you guys may have seen on the media, former president talking about there's no WASSCE. The briefing is limited. I think when you are running for office, you deserve to be briefed. I'm willing to brief him and let him know that there's WASSCE. And Ghanaians are doing well on WASSCE and will continue to do well. So that is the averages. You can also see the scores, the various subject areas. You start from English language. In 2015, it was 45.2% of our students who had A1 to C6. That means who got credit. In 2023, it is 73.11%. 2015, integrated science, 28.7%. 2023, we see 66.82%, over 100% growth. I also commend science teachers across the country and headmasters for a great job, and students for the hard work that they have put in to give us such wonderful outcomes in integrated science. In mathematics, we began with 32.4% in 2015. Now we have 62.23% in 2023. Then you move on to social studies. A model score of 57.4% has now grown to 76.76%. All across the board, the records show that Ghanaian students have done very well. On this score, I want to congratulate all headmasters for the great job that they do for the country every single day. And I don't want them to feel that their work is not appreciated. On behalf of the president, we appreciate them. We appreciate the work that they are doing and we continue to appreciate them. Now, some of you may also have heard about some allegations that there was so much in terms of cancellation of results, and it's no wonder that our students did well. I mean, to begin with, it's as simple as this. In 2014, 0.82% of one or more subjects were cancelled by West Africa Examination Council. You can check the records, 2014. 2023, 0.81% of one or more subjects were cancelled. So it's not like worse than it used to be. I don't want to equalize in terms of more practices, but I want to set the record straight and also to understand that we at the Ministry of Education is doing something about more practices. Those of you in the media are fully aware that there were examination leakages with BEC many years ago. The last 3 years, how did it happen that there are no leakages? We work with WASSCE to introduce what is called serialization or randomization of questions. The first 3 years ago, our different regions had different randomized questions. That ended leakages because you know that if you buy any questions, what's going to happen to you is that it may not be the questions for your region. And then the last 2 years, there has been a great opportunity to randomize at different examination centers. So if you were to get any questions linked to you and you were going to test at Latebia question, maybe you've gotten the question from Osu. That ended the market for leakage of examination questions. And WASSCE has done a good job with that. We are now going on a journey, going to randomize also WASSCE exams to make sure, even within the room, that I can sit next to somebody and our questions have been randomized. They're different. How do you cheat? So this cheating business, we know how to stop it. And we, as a government, we are committed to ending it. And WASSCE will also end it so that this question will be a thing of the past. But we have begun on a journey to ensure that our questions, our results are legitimate and that the good people of Ghana knows that their tax cities are being used very well by the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. So our friends from the media, the evidence is there. Black and white, there's no gray. 28.7 and 66.82. Mathematically, over 100%. That is a great accomplishment. Nothing more, nothing less. We were given the resources of this country to deliver on free senior high school. I can report to you today that the government of Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo has delivered. We've used your tax cities very well, and the evidence is there. The evidence is clear that we've made significant improvement, and the students, teachers, parents, headmasters, teachers ought to be commended for it. Now, we moved from free senior high school. Now we are looking at transformation of our public schools. We know this picture is familiar to all Ghanaians. I always call this the definition of public school: rectangular shaped building, painted brown and yellow, where the students wear brown and yellow uniforms. Once you see that, you know you are in a public school. A number of us consequently have decided to check out of our public schools. 30% of parents are not here. But we believe that our public schools can be made better, and the government have started a huge investment with the support of the Arab Development Bank in putting up new facilities which will help reorganize our public education system. So from here, you're going to see the architectural rendering of what is the new public junior high school in this country. And of course, it's an architectural rendering. So some of you may say that, here comes the politician. He's going to talk about plans are far advanced and it's in the pipeline. This is out of the pipeline now. You're going to see these buildings in Ashanti Region, Draben, in the North Chamber, in a number of places across the length and breadth of Ghana. This new junior high school buildings are under construction. The building comes with biology, chemistry, physics, science lab, STEM lab, comes with a library. Fortunately for myself, when we got the funding from government, about $1 million per constituency, my constituency decided that we'll work on a model junior high school. So what we did is now going to be the basis for the replication that you've seen across Ghana. This is a public junior high school student, and it's different. And this is the foundation we are laying for a new, transformed, public junior high school with a science lab, just like this. And you see the students seated there. They have working with the teacher, music classes being taught in our junior high schools, library facilities provided in our junior high schools. This is the present and the future of the transformation of public education in our nation. To your left, you see the past and the present. To your right, you see the present and the future. This is the foundation Nana Adutwum has laid in the public education space. And this is what we're going to build on in the coming weeks and months and years beyond 2024. It's clear. My picture is there, no Photoshop. Here, no Photoshop. The past and the present and the future. These are the two Ghanas that our government is presenting to all of you and to Ghana. That this pathway is going to lead to the better transformation of our nation, better than the pathway to your left. So we have community schools that we are building. The first has begun in Accra. And that's why I say evidence-based communication. This is not Photoshop. It's not in the green book. See it here. This is your public junior high school, public school under construction. The school begins from kindergarten all the way to high school. This is a community school in East Legon, Accra. You can go there to check it out yourself. As media people, I know you like doing fact check. So when you go there, you're going to see this building under construction, latest by April to be done, and September when the new academic year, September, August, new academic year for junior high schools begin in primary schools, you're going to see the new generation of students in a new generation school, public school. And that excites me. Look at how the auditorium looks like, and this is how it's going to be. The hallways, everything is going to be what you see here. There's a new dawn in the Ghanaian education space, and that is what we're going to build upon to make sure that you have a choice between public and private. You can send your children here, you can send them to private school, you have a choice. You don't have a situation where the taxpayers of Ghana, teachers and nurses, don't have a choice. Don't have a choice because they look at the public schools that they saw, the rectangular shaped building painted yellow and brown, and they decide this is not the place for our children. We want the rich and the poor to congregate here, form friendship, and create a new Ghana. And that is the foundation that has been laid by Nana Adutwum. From here, I take you on a journey to the TVET. And in secondary technical schools across the country, the technical side is being reinforced. You go to Nyakrum Secondary Technical, and when people talk about, oh, Ghanaian technical schools, everything is by the book. No, children are doing hands-on and minds-on. You look at this, and this is not a place where they are reading from textbooks. They are doing some big things, and new TVET schools have been built. Existing schools, the MVTR have been retooled, new equipment has been purchased, and we build schools from scratch like this one. It's a center of excellence in TVET education at Enyinem in the eastern region. We just opened this academic year, and look at the equipment that is there. Every equipment that is needed by the school is already there before the children walk in. So the era where the school started, there's no equipment, is a thing of the past. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's TVET transformation agenda is real. And we want to show this to Ghanaians. And this is evidence-based. This is not the politician talking. This is what has happened. And we'll continue to do more of this to ensure that we can truly transform our nation through education. This is the Accra TVET School, which has been built in East Legon. And you can see all the equipment that is in there. So TVET is being transformed. STEM education, we're going to be competing.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe,
and click on the bell for more updates.